This is the show where Ohio throws down. Ohio is on fire. I am back again. We continue on with Season 7, doing it better than no one has ever done it before. And I am your host, Daniel Diesel. And this is a lovely afternoon. It's 8 p.m. We are here on the campus of Wright State University, and you're listening to WWSU 106.9 FM, Dayton's right choice. But what a show we have for you tonight. I have a good feeling about tonight's show. I'll get some things off my chest throughout the show. I'll play some good music. I have the top 120 songs from Ohio and its entire history. And also I got the DIM weekly showcase coming up later in the show, OMVP, final message. And I got a live interview tonight with Cry for Help Comedy. I got Catfish Carr. I got Ranson Carr, Travis Clyburn. Then I got Ron Clyburn and Dale Bloomquist. It's a big group, and they're here tonight. At the top, around the 9 o'clock hour, they'll be here live for an interview. And of course, I'm here for you. If you want to talk to me, or you want to call me, request a song, or tell me how good I'm doing, give me a call at 937-775-5555. 937, that's an area code within this area. So if you're calling from California, you got to use the area code. And I got waved at by Travis just now. I'm looking forward to interviewing all of them tonight. Of course, Travis, this is actually his third appearance on my show. Since I last spoken to him, he has lost over 100 pounds. So I'm looking forward to getting his story on how he lost so much weight. Because he was a big guy last time. And so it'll be great. It'll be a great interview tonight. And plus, we'll do a game called Truth or Dare. But that's an hour away. But I got some things to get off my chest right now, because this is Ohio's on fire, and that's what I'm all about. Here in the state of Ohio, football is in full force. The big three teams, I believe it's the Ohio State Buckeyes, Cleveland Browns, and Cincinnati Bengals. They all won their games this week. So I guess that makes football people happy. And one of the big news in football in Ohio, I'll focus on Ohio. I know there's that other big news with Ray Rice and Adrian Peterson, but I'm not going to tackle that this episode. It's been in our face all week, so I'm going to focus on what's going on in Ohio. Johnny Manziel made his debut on Sunday. He came in the third quarter. They were facing the New Orleans Saints, and they were in Cleveland. And it was a close game. Of course, Cleveland wound up winning 26-24. They won it by a game-winning field goal. And Johnny Manziel, he did pretty decent in his short debut. He played one series in the third quarter. He completed 2 passes. And I can tell you, he's probably the most arrogant guy in the history of the world, because he was in there a few plays. And I remember he had an incomplete pass. His first pass he threw, and the guy dropped it. But Johnny Manziel, I think anyway, he did that money sign he does whenever he does something good. He prematurely did the money sign, and the guy wound up dropping the pass. Like, you idiot. Now, you tell you something. People talk about Johnny Manziel like he's going to be the greatest football player of all time, even though he's only 20. He's not even old enough to drink. I mean, maybe he's got potential, but we got to wait for 5 years at least. I mean, he's just a little guy right now. And he hangs out with celebrities. I mean, he's pretty looking, so all these celebrities are hanging out with him. And people talk about him like he has wings. Like if he ever takes the field, wings are going to grow out of his arms. He's going to fly across the field like a bird or something. And yeah, there's those that love Johnny Manziel. Like even though he's only been a big-time star for 2 years with college and just arriving to the NFL, of course, there's those that think he's the worst ever. He's the Antichrist of football. The foosball's the devil, I tell ya. So we'll see, but he's quite confident, and he played a series, so people are happy about that. Also, Urban Meyer, after Ohio State lost on national TV, I think Urban Meyer fed his team PEDs, got them jacked up, and they won 66-0 this weekend. I tell you, that team, that entire team should audition for the 2016 Olympics. And what's the next Summer Games? 2016? Yes. They are so fast, it's not even funny. They just go zoop, zoop, zoop. You can't even touch them. And of course, their opponent couldn't touch them this week. They couldn't even score on them. They did nothing. And I gotta believe that they naturally did this. They naturally ran that fast and hit so hard, and they won 66-0. Because when Urban Meyer, when he's the head coach, you better believe he's going to install moral decency to the team. So thumbs up to that, to Urban Meyer and his morals. Anywho, of course my Bengals, they're doing good. They're 2-0. And they're the only team that's undefeated. And they're going to the Super Bowl. This is their year. They're going to go to the Super Bowl. They're going to play Seattle Seahawks. And they're going to win. And Andy Dalton will be the MVP of the Super Bowl. And it's happening this year. I'm not waiting any longer. It's never happened in Cincinnati. It will happen. And the thing about football is that the good thing about football are the team names. The only good thing about it, these cool team names, get people excited, makes you have confidence in these football teams. I have a big list of teams. I think these team names I think is a bad idea to use as a team name for some of these teams. Really bad idea, because it might kill the spirit of your fan base. And I got a list. These are bad football team names for Ohio teams. I got it. First off, you got the Tip City Turkeys. What a bunch of turkeys. I can't believe they play like that. Bunch of turkeys. The quarterback has gone cold turkey, folks. The Tip City quarterback on cold turkey. So that's a bad idea. Also, another bad idea is the Wayne Whiners. We got the Wayne Warriors that dominate the district every year. Why do they change their name to Wayne Whiners? Like every time someone gets touched, I'm a crybaby. Wayne Whiners. All right. Perhaps they should change their team name to that anyway. But I'm kidding. But then you also got the Akron Baby Daddies. Or I'm not even going to go there. Sorry about that, Akron. Now you got the Columbus 1492ers. And it's an inside joke because Christopher Columbus, he sailed the ocean blue in 1492. And although we have a national holiday named after him, I guess a lot of America's traditions is credited to him discovering, I use air quotes when I say discover, this country in 1492. And I think nowadays people realize that may not be a good idea to talk about him so openly and greatly, because he's probably a criminal. He's a war criminal. But Columbus 1492ers, bad idea. I got a few more. How about we used to have an official football team in Dayton, which we got a college team now. We should have a team called the Dayton Narcotics. Let's yes, before every snap, let's give them pills. Let's give them big ball of Bayer. What else? Give them some hormone growth. You shoot them up in the arm, and they grow, and they're unstoppable. Dayton Narcotics. So that's a bad idea. And then I got a few more. We got the Cincinnati Homeless, because every time I go to Cincinnati and downtown, there's always homeless bums. That ruins it for everybody. And there's a bunch of them. You know what? There's so many homeless bums in downtown Cincinnati. We need to make a team out of them. Let's make our own football team for the homeless in Cincinnati. Let them play. Let them make a few bucks so they can buy a piece of bread, can of beer. And there you have it. The Cincinnati Homeless taking the field against the Ohio State Buckeyes. It'd be a ratings bonanza. And my last bad idea for football team is Wright State Foosboys, because foosball is that pocket football game. You use a paper and you flip it everywhere. So foosball is more of a sissy game, I guess. For those that don't like to play real football. And we'll let Wright State have that team. The Wright State Foosboys. We are back with Ohio is on Fire. I am your host, Daniel Diesel. It is now time for everyone's favorite segment of the show. It's been everyone's favorite segment for every 7 seasons I've done this show. It is OMVP, Ohio's most valuable pedestrian. Do 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 do. Here's my song. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right, that's my OMVP theme music. So what's OMVP? In case you don't know what it is, It's a fake award. It goes to someone that did something interesting, that did a nice gesture, or did something weird in a good way this week. And sometimes the good action comes from something really bad and weird. So this article I want to read, it's a bad news, good news scenario. So bear with me. But this is from Yahoo News. It happened in Cleveland over the weekend. A Ohio man was in critical condition on Monday after he walked to busy traffic outside of Cleveland. And what this guy did, he got out of his car and he was acting maniacal. And I guess he's accused of homicide. He's accused of killing a woman, and the police caught up to him. Well, he acted really threatening, and what he did, there was a truck coming on the traffic. He ran out in front of the truck. Of course, the truck, he had to slow down, and he slowed down a little bit. He still hit the guy. Like the side of the truck hit this guy, knocked him down, and you would think right then and there that would kill this man. But no, it did not kill. Not only did it not kill the man, he got right back up and continued being a maniac. And the next thing that he did, he set himself on fire. So anyway, he lit himself on fire in front of 3 young children, which was a police report. Hugo Ramos, who's 28, pulled his vehicle over in Pittsfield Township, 35 miles west of Cleveland, walked directly into traffic and was struck by a truck. This happened around 11 a.m. It happened on September 15th. Now, according to Greg Quavistan, he's a spokesperson for the Ohio State Highway Patrol. Now, after Ramos got hit by a truck, he didn't walk back to his vehicle, retrieve what patrol officers believed to be a container of gasoline. He drank from the container, poured the rest all over his body, and he lit himself on fire with a match. Said Greg Seveton. I think, yeah, Seveton's his last name. And 3 children aged 1, 4, and 7 were in the vehicle at the time of the incident, but were not injured, the officer said. And now here's the kicker. While this guy was on fire, this Hugo Ramos, this maniac of a man, he was on fire, he was yelling in pain. A motorist bystander, he went over to the guy and put out the flames. And they didn't say what he put out the flames with, but what a nice gesture. But anyway, after the flames were put out on Ramos, Ramos was airlifted to the Cleveland Metro Hospital, where he was in critical condition, and he died later, sustained from injuries. So he is dead now, and committing suicide. Let me tell you something. This motorist, who has never met this guy that's on fire, screaming like a maniac, and then like 5 minutes previous, he got hit by a truck and got back up, like he was Mike Myers from Halloween. I tell you what, this guy, this motorist, he did not give his name. That's a good man. That's a good person. I didn't say it was man or woman, so it could have been a woman. But I'm gonna call this person the bystanding motorist in Cleveland. And I tell you what, not only did you put out the fire of a homicidal maniac, not only did you survive not getting hurt by a guy who just got hit by a truck, not only do the cops think that you're the hero of the city now, but bystanding motorist guy, you win an award for your good honesty, for being brave. You are OMVP, Ohio's most valuable pedestrian. Ooh, oh. Maybe when I first read the story, it's unintentionally funny, but it is funny. Like, I can say that now because the 3 children didn't get hurt. I believe the children did belong to him, and unfortunately, I don't know if they're going to go to a foster home or they have a family that'll take care of them. This is something out of a movie. I've never heard of a guy, and this really happened. Like, according to this report, this happened outside of Cleveland. He gets hit by a truck really hard, and when you get hit by a truck that's going really fast, there's a good chance you're going to die. But he doesn't die. He wakes back up, and then he continues on like nothing happened, and he sets himself on fire. He's probably cursing out the cops while he's doing this, and I would love to have been a driver on this highway watching this person do this.
to Deep Stress Radio Station 2010. Whose house? Great State's house.
And we are back with Ohio's on Fire, and I got my guests for tonight. I'm excited. They are a very large group of men. They're very funny, known as Cry for Help Comedy. But in the studio, I got Ron Clyburn, and I got Ranson Carr, I got Catfish Carr, and over here I got Dale Bloomquist, and I got Travis Clyburn. This is his third appearance on the show. So welcome, guys. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
All right. This is great. Now, the last time this group was on was like 4 years ago. Before it was Travis Clyburn, Ranson, and Jimmy Johnson. There's been a change in the lineup and includes some family members. So what was the decision we made to add family members to the lineup for Cry for Help?
Well, actually, Travis and I like to help out like the old citizens.
Yeah.
You know? So we actually met these guys at a retirement home and
did.
took them under our wing and let them join the group.
Okay.
Actually, the real story is they couldn't get a loan and they needed co-signers. So they brought us on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, we mainly just live with our parents. It's an endless struggle. And Dale's kind of like our weird uncle. So.
Oh, that's great.
That's it.
Uncle Joey from Miles over
Remember
there.
that
Okay.
show, Touched by an Uncle? That's what,
Touch my uncle.
that was I'm sorry, never mind. I was thinking of something else.
Now, I know in the world there's always major stuff going on, and I know comedians, they like to talk about politicians. Like, I know Jay Leno used to love to make fun of Jay Leno. I know right now we have a big thing called ISIS. It's a big ordeal going on in the world. I just want to know, when's a good time for a comedian to start making jokes about the ISIS crisis?
Right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
So why?
Well, I mean, it's not exactly a sore subject. I mean, you can really make fun of anything anytime. It's not like they've done anything really bad.
Well, I mean,
maybe-
they did decapitate a
Well,
guy.
they're just-
Yeah, I mean, that's not that bad. You're
No.
right, yeah.
I mean, cut off one dude's head, no big deal. I mean, that's worse things have happened.
I feel like
But it's good quality video.
That was
Oh.
ISIS has great cameras. I mean, I just wanted to point
Yeah, they
that out.
do,
They really
for-
do. And
for-
great editing, too. I'm impressed with their editing.
yeah,
It's
it
just
is something else.
It's high budget.
I do feel like, in all honesty, like comedians shouldn't have a filter. Like I don't, and I know that sounds crazy. And I mean, obviously, you got to watch where you take stuff. But at some point, like everybody's getting so sensitive now, and it's kind of ridiculous.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this for all of you. What's the worst joke you've ever told? In case, like, when you said someone started booing, like, I can't believe you said that. Like, or is there any joke you felt was really bad ever?
Do I have to pick just one?
No, you can pick more than one. I got
I mean, it
plenty.
happens like show.
How long is the show?
I got until 10:15.
That should be enough time for Randy to do all of his.
It's Ransom, but thanks.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
Actually, for me, I don't think it's a joke that I told where I got booed. It's a joke that I told, and you get nothing.
Okay.
I mean, you just I did Travis and I did a show that was primarily bikers.
Yeah.
As you can probably tell, I'm not a popular with the biker crowd for various reasons that I probably shouldn't go into.
Okay.
But it's just you tell a joke and you see nothing, and then you start to sweat, and then you start your mouth gets dry, and then you want to go to a happy place, and you wish you were maybe home with your mom, and but I mean, it all depends. A lot of it depends on the crowd. I mean, you can tell the same jokes to one crowd, and you could kill, and everybody knows this. That's done comedy, and then you do the same set to a different crowd, and you get nothing. It all depends. Really, a lot of it depends on the crowd.
Yeah, the particular show that he's talking about, the stage was a flatbed trailer, and it was outside, which first off is terrible,
Okay.
and it didn't matter what jokes we were telling at that point.
They didn't care.
It was a nightmare. It was pretty
Did you
bad.
take the tarp off the trailer?
Yeah, the tooth count was like 22, and I'm talking for like everybody,
Yeah.
like the whole room. It was terrifying.
All right. Now, that's some good responses. Now, Travis, I got to ask you. Now, the last time you were here, you were a large man, which I don't discriminate, but you were a little bit large. You, since in the 4 years since I've seen you, you've lost over 100 pounds, which is amazing. So,
Yeah.
what inspired you to go on such a major weight loss?
Well, just for the record, I lost 160.
160. Oh, wow.
That's a lot more.
Yes.
Don't clap. Don't.
Yes, clap.
No,
You know, this is the last time we were
patronizing.
here. I think they got all new furniture because of
I
Travis.
broke all the furniture.
Yeah.
when I was here.
Oh.
was
Yeah, I didn't want to
large.
say anything, but
And I've actually gained weight because there's food now.
oh, okay.
I used to eat everything he had all the time.
Oh no.
Pretty frequently. Were you asking what?
Yeah, what
did
was
I
your
do with?
inspiration to go on a major weight loss?
Well, as it turns out, girls don't like being with guys who have bigger boobs than they do.
Oh,
That's
okay.
just a fact. And, so yeah, I just really wanted to, but I think in some part of my brain, I hoped it would help my career because there's not a lot of roles that you could play as an actor
Okay.
when you're 400 pounds. So, I mean,
You had enough rolls to pass out.
That's
Everything else.
yes, I had plenty of roles. And this guy, you should talk to this guy right here. How much weight did you lose?
230 pounds.
230
Wow.
pounds. Yeah, that's
And
how much I weigh right now. That is impressive.
well,
I
well,
lost to Travis.
well. When did you weigh? When did you start this weight loss, Dale? You say you lost over 200 pounds. What year was it when you decided to lose all that weight?
It's been about 10 years. I
Oh,
was,
10-year process.
No, I lost it in about a year and a half.
Year and a half. Oh, okay.
And no surgeries, just control portions, and I lost a lot of weight.
Well, I got another question about that because people do struggle to lose weight. It's easier said than done. What was the key ingredient in your successful diet? What did you do in your diet that made your diet work? Made you lose that much
For
weight?
me, instead of eating a bucket of chicken, I ate 2 pieces.
Okay.
So, I mean, I cut
Same
down
with
the portion.
Travis. What did you do?
Yeah, it was a lot of that, and I just work out like I'm trying to kill myself. So,
Oh, okay.
that really helps.
I didn't work out at all.
Yeah, I
Great.
couldn't do just. I still enjoy eating,
Yeah.
so I still wanted to eat as much chicken as possible. So I just counterbalanced it by working out a tremendous amount.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's all. I'm happy for you, Travis.
Thank you.
Now I got another question about Craver Comedy has established itself as crazy comedy, which I like it, although I can't hear a lot of the stuff on the radio. But you have since added Catfish Car. He adds a different element. He does serious folk music. Now, is this a new side to Cry for Help Comedy that we will be expecting for quite some time?
He actually does blues.
Well, blues and folk. It said folk on River Nation.
Okay, yeah, he does blues. I mean, I'll let him take it. He's been playing music since I was a little kid, and you know, to actually have the opportunity to work with my dad is
Yeah.
a dream come true. So the fact that he's willing to do it, you know, is just a whole other thing. But go ahead.
Yeah, what's it like working? Yeah,
You pretty much yeah, wake up.
what's it like working with these guys?
It's a blast. These guys are hilarious. If you haven't heard them before, you need to come out and take a listen to them. My job basically for this group is just to get up, get the crowd livened up, get them fired up, and bring these guys up and let them do their thing. And my job's a pleasure, and it's simple to do. It really is.
Okay. Well, let me ask one more question before we go to the break. What's your favorite comedy album? Either it was a comedian doing an album or some silly song like Without Vic. Can you think of some of your favorites?
I was a big Sam Kinison fan.
Okay.
And I saw, as a matter of fact, I saw Kinison in concert 3 times. So I was always a big
cool, I didn't know that.
Kinison fan. And but I can't do him. I mean, and one of the other comedians that I really like is Ron White. And I like the Southern style of comedians probably the best as far as like the ones that are going today. But I can't be that type of comic. I like their style, but I can't do that. I have to do my own thing. And if I might, one thing that I might talk about the group here and the Cry for Help with Catfish Car, the thing that makes us unique is that we're probably the only comedy act here in Dayton that has music and comedy. I mean, and Catfish is great. I mean, he's outstanding. He sings, he plays. He's one of the best I've seen on stage around here in the Dayton area. And you know, nobody has what we have.
Right.
So that's what makes us unique. And also, I think, is that we kind of, with our age differences, we span a lot of generation gaps. You know, like Travis again. You know, in his 20s, we got Ransom in his 30s.
Child.
You know, me, Dale. You know, Catfish. We got the 50s covered. We were looking for a comedian in his 40s, but you know, that's kind of hard to find because you know, in comedy, once you hit 40, you either make it or they find you dead in a hotel room. So
Yeah. Oh,
We're
man.
still waiting for you to die, then, I think. Okay. 10 years past your
I'm
expiration
okay.
date.
I'm good.
I'm 49. I'm
Oh,
49.
Dale's
I
49.
qualify for the
All
40s.
right.
Liar.
My body's 69, but I'm...
None of
All
that.
right. Any more favorite comedy albums?
I love Louis C.K. I love all of them, but I love
Yeah.
his album, The Hilarious. I think he is just.
Hilarious.
I wish I could be what Louis C.K. is.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
And we are back with Ohio's on Fire. I'm here live with Cry for Help Comedy, and we're going to play a little game for y'all. It's a classic party game called Truth or Dare. All 6 of us are going to play, and here's how it goes. Since you guys at home can see us, but we're going to go clockwise. I'll begin it all. So I'm going to ask Mr. Ron Clyburn. I'm going to ask you. We're going to get things going. I'm going to ask you, Truth or Dare? That was on camera, but it wasn't on the radio, so that's good.
Truth.
Truth, okay. If you saw Eminem Fire War Machine walking down your neighborhood and he challenged you to a fight, or he was yelling that he wanted to beat up the first person he saw, would you go up and fight him, or would you hide and call the cops?
First of all, I have no idea who you're talking about.
He's the guy that beat up his girlfriend last month. He was in Las Vegas. He's War Machine, the MMA fighter. And he's really big. He's like 6'6".
Okay, so he could probably...
He could beat you up pretty
He could
good.
hurt on me. Has he got money?
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Then I would fight him and then sue him. So yes. Yeah, exactly.
All right. Now you got to ask.
So I gotta- okay.
Yeah, ask Ranson.
Ransom Carr.
I'll take a dare. I'm all about the dare, baby.
I have to ask you first. You can't just announce what you're
Go
going to
ahead.
do. Okay. Truth or dare?
Dare, please.
I wonder why. Okay, dare. Okay, I've never met anybody from the FCC, so what I'd like to hear is a disgusting bodily function
In the microphone.
into the microphone.
You got it.
Well, okay. Well, as long as not at 7 dirty words, it's fine.
No.
Okay, that's good.
Disgusting bodily function.
Well, we can do. Oh,
That was on command.
That's what's
that was beautiful.
I'm a beast.
Okay.
I mean, ladies, I'm taken. Sorry. Catfish.
Yes.
Truth or dare?
How's this game work? How about truth?
All right. Fun little rumor that's been going around since I was a kid is that Catfish actually may have beat Wilt Chamberlain's record, and I don't mean in points, with women.
Okay.
Is this true?
Ooh.
Wilt was kind of on the low end.
That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for.
That's between me and you and not all your mothers. We're still trying to figure that one out.
Nice.
Okay, so I moved to Dell, I
Dell
suppose.
Storm.
Dell Storm.
It's
Trailstorm.
Truth.
Truth. Did you ever wrestle and your tights get pulled down?
Yes.
Good one.
I had mooned the crowd once I climb up on the ropes and they pulled them down. And since it wasn't on TV, they seen everything else too.
Do you remember who you were wrestling?
It was
His grandfather.
And it wasn't a ring.
it was one of Jerry Lawler's kids.
Oh, okay. Maybe Brian Lawler.
That's the other one, the younger one.
Oh, the young. Oh, okay.
Name drop.
Well, that's all. Well, at least it was on TV. Wow, man.
Yeah, then it would have to stay up. Well, the back could come down. But
He would have became a comedian a lot sooner.
All right.
Ask away.
All right. The question is, if the only way you can make it big in comedy was to gain 200 pounds and be fat again, or would you want to stay skinny and never be able to tell another joke?
Can I gain 100 pounds and not be that funny? Is that an option? See, yeah, that is a heavy question because here's the thing. Like, I legitimately have nightmares. I have a nightmare where I'm in my dream, I am morbidly obese again, and I wake up sweating and just freaking out. So, I mean, really, I think, man, I do love comedy, though. So, you know what? I think I'd go ahead and be a porker again and have comedy as my profession. So that's rough, man.
All right.
That's a good question, Dale.
Got to put on. Good question, Dale. Yeah.
Good
Hey, good
question.
question, Dale. Good question, Dale Storm.
Very good.
Okay, am I asking you?
Yes, you gotta ask me truth or dare.
Truth or dare?
Well, 4 years ago I did a dare where everyone yanked on my beard, so I'm gonna do it true. I'm gonna do it true.
Don't do that. Okay. All right. Let me see here.
That's right. We all did that. I forgot. I thought it was just one of us.
It was you and him and Jeremy, and the other guys weren't here.
Too much. Jeremy pulled out too much.
I was there's a dare, but I'm doing truth this time.
He still has a bald spot.
Truth. Okay. I'll just ask this question: how much trouble did you get in after the last time we were here?
Well, it wasn't you guys. I didn't get in trouble. I did because I guess if someone that was a general manager had found out, I know there's rules against because you brought a certain substance in liquid substance last time.
Oh yeah, we did.
Which
we didn't bring that in.
That was 4 years ago.
That was.
It's legal. It's not something that's illegal. I didn't. Only once I've gotten in trouble. It was an interview I had with Live Lava Live, the internet group, and it was an accident. I accidentally aired a song where it was unfiltered, and I had a big audience that night. And the general manager said, "I can't believe you did that." And so that's the only time I've ever been in trouble. He just told me I can't do that, or I'll be fired. So
I'm glad
I haven't done
it. Get you fired.
No, you guys didn't get me fired. But you guys did come in 2 weeks after that incident. I was a little nervous at times. Like, I just had that talk, and what is these guys going to do? All right.
So the general manager is the one that got you?
Well, the general manager down here now, that was 4 years ago, he talked to me. He knew.
So the general manager's
He
not
just told me
here?
to be careful about. I got to check my songs beforehand.
Okay, so the general manager's not here, and you still are.
Well, I came back. I was gone for about 2 years.
You won.
Oh, I did win, yeah.
We just want to say you're welcome on that.
Yeah, you're
that was
welcome.
our doing.
We took him out for you. Don't worry.
Well, let me ask you, if I did ask for dare, what were you going to ask me to do? I'm just curious.
Oh, a dare?
If I did a dare, but
I was
if you had
really hoping I could see you do a handstand. I'd really like to see that happen.
all right, let's do it.
Oh,
I'll do it anyway.
Okay.
Film me.
All right. Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
broadcast while I'm doing it.
Here we go.
This is like the wide world of sports.
All right.
All right, do a handstand.
All right, he is.
Well, he's heading to the wall there. He's got his hand down. Oh, the feet. Get closer to the wall. Closer to the wall and like walk up. Oh, there we go. The feet nearly came up. One more. Kind of walk yourself up the wall.
Yeah, you're right.
There we go. Just walk it up.
But it's working.
There we go. Walk it. Don't give. You can do it. Oh, and
I tried. Thank you.
Dan is out cold.
All right. Thank
Professional
you.
wrestling, we just seen 3 mighty mule kicks.
I thought you were going to ping him while he was down there.
All right, thank you. No round of applause? All right. I need at least 30 pounds. Now I could have done it, but... All right, well, that was True for Dare. Beautiful game. Now, you guys have a lot of stuff coming up for you. Plug your up... I choked there. Yeah, what shows do you have coming up? Comedy. I know you have a bunch coming up, so go ahead and talk about
On
that.
September 26th, the Car for Help tour with the Catfish Car is going to be at the New Lebanon American Legion,
Okay.
and that's post 762 in downtown New Lebanon, and it's going to be from 8 to 10, and Catfish is going to open up the show, as he always does, and then we're going to do some comedy. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be on the, it's free to the public. Anybody can show up, anybody can go, and we're hoping to have a big crowd there.
It's a nice place too. Really nice place.
Awesome. And what about after that?
Actually, I have something coming up with Dale on what is that, Tuesday? Next Tuesday?
Tuesday.
I'll be closing the show. Is that correct?
You are headlining.
That's right. I just wanted to hear him say that, and there will actually be a fireworks display
All right.
when I go up. Right, Dale?
Yes.
And I get free drinks that whole night, right, Dale?
No.
All right. I was just trying to push my luck.
Nice try.
Yeah,
Nice try.
What is that? The 23rd
Tuesday the 23rd.
at the chapter in Fairborn.
At the Chapter Bar in Fairborn.
All right, Catfish.
This Friday, I'll be at the dock in Enon, Ohio. Friday and Saturday, that's the 19th and 20th. Also, I've got everything together for the CD that we got coming out in January. It's all, the music is written, the arrangements are made. We should start the recording process here in the next couple of weeks. So
Okay.
that one song that you heard there, State of Emergency, I put that on there for the Reverb Nation people to take a listen to, and that's one they voted they wanted on the CD, so by golly, that's what we'll do. I appreciate it.
Awesome.
Thank
And yes, your new CD, it's going to be called Long Leg Gals. It's
That's
coming
it.
out January 15th, 2015.
That's correct.
So that'll be a good holiday gift, well, after a Christmas gift. And of course, I know you have a website. It's catfishcar.com, and of course that's where I found you. Of course, that's where the other 4 was at right now. Now, what the other 4, like the Cry for Help comedy, is there websites and people can find you at right now, like for your
Not
comedy?
at the moment.
We have a YouTube channel.
We have a YouTube channel.
Okay, that's still there.
Yeah, there's about to be a Facebook channel too, or Facebook, for the Cry for Help. But there's definitely a YouTube channel.
We have a new series. Actually, just 3 episodes of a web series called Donald and Yablonsky.
Okay.
That's new since we were here last time, and got a few other videos here and there. So check that.
And we got a bunch more coming out too.
Now that's at YouTube. What's the is it Cry for Help?
Cry for Help Productions.
Cry for Help Productions. Okay. Well, do it. Go watch it and do it. All right. Well, thank you. This has been great. Thank you guys. Once again, I want to thank Ron Clyburn, Ranson. We got Catfish. We got Dale Storm. And then Travis Kleinburn. Unbelievable. Yeah. Well, so good luck to you guys. Thanks for coming.
Thanks, Dan.
Thanks for and thanks for those that we had those people that called in earlier said they were going to listen. Thanks for listening. I'm sure we had like maybe 500 listeners tonight. So these guys are really popular in the area. So great moment. This has been a great time. So with that, check them out whenever you can near you and their upcoming. If you live near their upcoming show dates, do it. Go see it.
Do it.
Yeah, do it. Do it. They're catching on. Warning: this episode of Ohio is on Fire contains strong opinions and viewpoints that belong to the host and guests that appear on Ohio is on Fire. This show contains entertainment and honesty that reaches extreme levels. Please do not try this at home.
Tyrants did it. Hitler took the guns. Stalin took the guns. Mao took the guns. Fidel Castro took the guns. Hugo Chavez took the guns. And I'm here to tell you, 1776 will commence again if you try to take our firearms.
My name is Elizabeth Holford, and I'm the Executive Director at Equality Ohio.
I have a First Amendment.
Equality Ohio.
These officers want me to leave this position just because you got cameras.
Equality Ohio.
Can you believe it?
Witnesses say during a heated confrontation, a healthcare reform opponent had his pinky finger bitten off when he stuck it in a healthcare reformer supporter's face. Police say the 65-year-old man picked up his finger and drove himself to Los Robles Hospital, where they're now trying to reattach it. Police tonight are searching for the biter who ran from the scene.
Enough! Silence! I can't take no more.
Fire! 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 Fire!
Let's just talk. Listen, I'm sorry. You're highly professional at what you do. Get here and read.
Fire!